What day is it? Could you please tell me? What day is it? I'm confused, you see. Is it Sunday? No. Is it Monday? No. Is it Tuesday, Bluesday, Betterware, Tuesday? No. Is it Wednesday? No. Is it Thursday? Shut up. Is it Friday, Saturday, Betterware, Saturday? Maybe it's tomorrow and maybe it's not. Maybe it's yesterday. I just forgot. Maybe it's tomorrow and maybe it's not. Maybe it's yesterday. I just forgot. Hey, what day is it? Could you please tell me? What day is it? What day is it? I'm confused today. Oh!
And now, from the apocalypse, it's his basement, it's his rules, it's his game show. Welcome to Costco. He loves you, Devin Pike.
Welcome, one and all. Thank you very much for joining us for Universal Remote. No longer the show that Viacom hates me to actually say because I can't say the other name anymore. My name is Devin Pike. Thank you very much for joining us. This is Universal Remote, the quiz show that we're all going to be playing whether you want to or not. We're all cooped up in the room together, whatever room that may be. It may be your living room, it may be your bedroom, maybe you're sitting there playing naked on your tablet or your phone. To which I say, Mazel Tov. Thank you for joining us, regardless of your state of dress, undress, sobriety, fluidity of anything whatsoever. We have 2 rounds of trivia, 3 channels each. The way that you play is in the YouTube chat room. If you don't see the YouTube chat on your device, whether it's your mobile or your desktop, you need to have that open if you want to play. If you're playing on your mobile device, swipe over to where you can see the chat room on that side, and you will see the questions in the chat as well as right over here on my left, your right as well. It's a hell of a lot of fun. It's fast-paced, and here's how the scoring works. In the first round, the first 3 people who answer the question correctly get scored 30 points, 20 points, and 10 points for the first 3 people who get it right. Those points double in the second round, but we'll deal with those first. Let's go ahead and get this party started with question number, or category number 1, bigger, longer, and uncredited. Even after a 2-hour, 20-minute or longer Marvel flick, you are not allowed to leave the theater by law until you've watched the post-credits Easter egg. Your job in this channel is to identify the post-credits Easter egg. Here is question number 1. Iron Man wasn't done blowing up the nation's infrastructure to save humanity from evil. At the end of the first MCU film, what superhero recruiter showed up in Tony's home after the credits? Rock and roll. We have those correct answers, so we're just going to keep on moving. Let's go away from that and up to question number 2. What wisecracking comic book character that George Lucas wishes never existed made cameos in both Guardians of the Galaxy and Avengers Endgame? One of my personal favorites, by the way. Not just because it was in those movies, but from long times past, from the late 70s and early 80s. All right, plenty of correct answers for that one. Let's go with question number 3. Nope, you go away. And then question number 3. Chances are that you didn't see this post-credits scene because in order to have seen it, you'd have had to have sit through Green Lantern starring Ryan Reynolds. What Lantern Corps leader turns into a big bad at the very end of Green Lantern? right. That's how that works. We've got scoring in for all three of those questions, and we're going to keep on moving. It's like I said, it's a fast-paced thing, and we just keep this thing going straight through on until we take a break for snack time. The second channel in Universal Remote tonight is Celebrity Resumes. Sometimes actors need to transition to regular jobs. I'm going to give you some resume points or bullets from each of these actors. You're going to tell me the actor that these belong to. Let's see, where am I? I'm at 2, so that is T. All right. Bink. Nope, not that. That's what I'm doing. Question 1. From 1990 to 2000, he played a Beverly Hills high school student, and from 2013 to 2018, he was a shark hunter / killer. All right. Question number 2. 1979 lawyer, 2009 to 2015, the director of Parks and Recreation for Pawnee, Illinois, and from 2013 to 2015, Axe Cop. Wait to see a couple of those in there. All right, and then final question in round number 2. In 2003, an alrapist. In 2003 to 2006, an actor who was unemployed. And 2004 to 2005, an understudy for the Blue Man Group. And then in 2013, he was the Thing in Fantastic Four, an action musical. Right on. All right. That's going to do it for the second channel. We move on to Bark Trek. Brand new channel here on Universal Remote. Yeah, sure, the humans, Vulcans, Romulans, and Klingons get all the plot love, but you know, we understand why Star Trek really got all the love. The canines and canine-adjacent species of the galaxy. Here are 3 of the many pooches that stole every single scene that they appeared in. So that's I. Question number 1. When Jonathan Archer struck out into the galaxy in the first Starship Enterprise, he took his favorite beagle with him. Scotty would lose him in a transwarp beaming test. Name this cheese-loving pup. All right. Number 2, this lovable blockhead of a pit bull on Star Trek Picard is played by a rescue dog, which is one of Patrick Stewart's favorite causes. What is this good boy's name? I think I need a music bed under these. Might have to do that later on. All right, and for number 3, when Spock was a child, he had this as a pet. Losing him in the wild of the Vulcan forests was a formative experience. What is this dog-like species called? I'm making you work for this one. And Woody, I'm gonna let you know, be a little bit generous with the spelling on this, because unless you read Yesterday's Child by, I can't remember the author. Oh, this is gonna kill me. Ken Kopacki knows the author for this too. I bet he spelled it. He didn't spell it right though. That's amazing. Ken doesn't know? All right, that's fine. That's good. That brings us to the end of round 1. And yes, of course, kids, that means that it is snack time. Tonight for snack time, I am sipping a little bit of Monkey Shoulder, which is One of the favorite things that I got at a shindig called Whiskey Exchange. It's a charity event. It's held every year. It's invitation only. And my dear friend Nico Martini, who runs Bar Draft, who you'll be hearing a lot about on Thursday, invited me 3 or 4 years ago. And I actually won this in a massive gift basket with a lot of Monkey Shoulder merchandise. And it's just, I don't usually like blended whiskey that much, but I gotta tell you, this is incredibly tasty. Monkey Shoulder is available at any of the fine liquor stores you have. By the way, we're getting to the point where April Fool's Day is coming around. And can I just say, let's just knock it off this year. Let's just not prank everybody, because I already got our April Fool's joke that we were going to go the same route that Minnesota has gone in dropping alcohol sales for 7 days. I don't want to see that. No one wants to see that. There is a... I'm waiting for the scores actually are tabulated and ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and go through the answers and give you the round 1 leaderboard here in a few moments. But this is the point where I usually ask everybody to be kind to each other, be kind to yourselves, be kind to your friends. Anybody who delivers anything to you at this point, anyone who is a first responder in your life, if they are a medical professional of any stripe, not just somebody working in an emergency ward, but please, for the love of Pete, be kind to everyone. And my dear friend Rob, who's actually playing tonight, I caught him on a Facebook Live video that he was doing earlier tonight, reading an insanely complicated Dr. Seuss book. Just picked it up, had it in his library, and thought, it'd be a good time to actually read this. And he's going to do more of these later on. And it's just one of those amazing things. Yes, Abby, you have to be kind to Piper. We all have to... One of the things that he said really resonates with me. He says this a lot, but it really hit home for me this time when he said it. And that was, we have to be each other's light through all of this. We are... we're at the point now where we know that we're going to be sheltering at home or quarantine light or whatever you want to call it. Doing stuff like this, doing stuff like the wonderful stay-at-home concert that iHeartRadio did the other night. Now, I'm not going to play you the entire video because you've all seen it 18,000 times by now. Backstreet Boys doing I Want It That Way, which was mixed so well. They all did cell phone videos, and the audio is from those cell phone videos, at least their vocals. I mean, it was a backing track that I'm sure that they perform with at every tour stop they make. But there is one thing that I wanted to play for you, and it's not as good. This is from one of my favorite bands out there. It's Jamiroquai. And apparently J.K., the singer for it, Jamiroquai, is as fed up with this as we are. Check this out. Nope, not that. I got that in the wrong. wear those heels on stage. We've seen him wear everything else. But my God, it's just wonderful. All right, let's go over the answers real fast and get started with round 2. Back up to round 1 with Bigger, Longer, and Uncut. Iron Man's post-credit sequence was with Nick Fury. The post-credit sequence in Guardians of the Galaxy, as well as in the large battle scene, was, of course, Howard the Duck. And Sinestro turned into the big bad in the post-credit sequence for Green Lantern. For celebrity resumes, Ian Zierling was the Beverly Hills High School student and the Shark Hunter and Killer, duh. Nick Offerman has been a lawyer, a Parks and Rec director, and an axe cop. And David Cross, of course, actor, analropist, Blue Man Group understudy, and Ben Grissom's The Thing in Fantastic Four, an action musical. For Bark Trek, Jonathan Archer's dog was named Porthos. Picard's big old blockhead pit bull is number 1. And a Selat, S-E-H-L-A-T, was the name of Spock's pet when he was a kid on Vulcan. That wraps it up for the answers. As far as the scoring goes, let's see. We've got 14 people in the money as far as running. Third place with, oh wow, there's a 3-way tie for third place right now. Knox Blakely, Rob Irvin, and Ken Kopacki. They are your 3 leaders. They are the ones to beat. However, everything changes in round 2 because all of the points double. So, everybody ready? Pot's right. Let's do this. Let's go with channel number 4, PBS. Look, everyone knows that PBS's mandate is to make us all feel a little more superior than the hoi polloi watching drivel like Mama June is still jacked up and Tiger King. However, PBS knows that you don't know everything that you think you know. These questions are going to make you rethink about this simulation that we're stuck in with no red pill whatsoever. Let's go with question number 1. How many states are there in the United States of America? Once again, how many states are there in the United States of America? I'm going to give you a little bit of time on this. Think about this for a minute. How many states are there in the United States of America? This may be one of those times where we don't always get the question completely right. No, you know? And now, we have run out of time with question number 1. Question number 2. What kind of animal is Bugs Bunny? And now you guys are actually scratching your head going, oh, good God. Okay. Nice. Excellent. All right. Question number 3. On what date in 1776 was the Declaration of Independence signed? Once again, on what date in 1776 was the Declaration of Independence signed? I'll leave it to PBS to make us all feel dumber. I love this category. All right, moving on. Let us go to our next channel, which is the worst villain ever. Look, I have no idea how supervillains get anything done ever. When they're not trying on fantastic capes and helmets, they're preoccupied with telling the hero each and every detail of their plots. And this one that we've wrangled up, who is actually the worst villain I have ever seen, is not only telling us via video message what his plots are. No, they've already been done. What I want you to do is to name the film in which each of these plots were used by their masterminds of crime. Here we go with the first one.
My first fiendish plan involved an elaborate computer scheme to build up my bankroll for evil. I wrote a program that collects the fractions of a cent involved in bank transactions and routed them to my own personal account.
Once again, an elaborate computer scheme to build up his bankroll by writing a program that collects fractions of a cent involved in bank transactions and routing them, not routing them, he doesn't even know how to say that, into his personal account. All right, we've got those answers, so let's move on.
My second deliciously evil plot started off when I arranged to marry a princess, but only long enough to stage her kidnapping and murder in order to start a war with Gilder. Yes.
Arranged to marry a princess, but only long enough to stage her kidnapping and murder just to start a war with Gilder. I was watching the wrong monitor. He had finished talking and just blah, 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 blah. All right. And now to our hapless villain's third and final.
My second deliciously evil plot started off when I arranged...
Nope, not that. Go away. Nope, you go bye-bye.
For my final villainous act, I started innocently enough, investing heavily in the Cloverleaf Corporation in order to shut down the trolley cars. Then people would have no choice but to use my brand new highway. All I had to do was destroy Toontown.
All right, so investing in the Cloverleaf Corporation to shut down the trolley cars, and then people have no choice but to use a brand new highway, and all he's got to do is destroy Toontown. Got it? All right, we've got all those answers. Thank you very much to our incredibly worst villain ever. I mean, even his diabolical. I think his mom came in and turned off the lights at some point. Ridiculously weird. All right, our final channel of the evening. Yes, that's right. TCM, Turner Combined Movies. This year, it's official. Hollywood actually ran out of ideas. We can almost pinpoint when it happened. And right before they started being able to release movies, Hollywood had to come up with another way to make them. So, in an effort to get you back into theaters, there's going to be a new slate of existing properties recycled and recombined just to give you what you want. Again, we're going to break down the jacked up plot, and you're going to give us the mashup title. For example, if I told you that Arthur Dent catches a ride with the cast of a TV show pretending to be a band of intergalactic heroes, the answer would be The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy Quest. Combines Hitchhiker's Guide and Galaxy Quest. See? You get it? So make sure you hear the whole question before you answer in. Question number 1. Denzel Washington is a crooked cop bringing a rookie along on his first assignment, and today he's going to teach Tom Cruise how to tear up Daytona, sex up Dr. Nicole Kidman, and drive like hell in this NASCAR stock car classic. Okay. Very groovy. We paste, and then we go to question number 2. A classic family sitcom focusing on a widower raising his boys, Mike, Robbie, and Chip, as they rampage through... Where is it? Damn it. As they rampage through Northern California on their custom choppers on a mission to preserve their club and their way of life, along with their grandpa, who is played by Fred from I Love Lucy. All right, very groovy. And our final... Yes. course, everything decides to crash right at the end. Our final question of the evening. She is a British girl consumed with her weight, quitting smoking and sorting out the 2 men in her life, and the fact that she's a cross-dressing black man does not help matters any at all in this Helen Fielding story produced by Tyler Perry. See, Clay, these are one of the things that I should have done a little differently, a little longer than it should have been. All right. That is going to wrap it up for all of our questions. Thank you very much for those of you who are playing. I'm going to give our scorekeeper another opportunity to get caught up and figure out who all of the winners are and sort the sheet. And in the meantime, I'm going to remind everybody that we do this every single Monday and Thursday evening. Thank you very much for watching tonight. Tell your friends. I want to see this room packed to the gills with folks as we keep this thing rolling and basically thumb our nose at Viacom the entire way. So, kids, here is the breakdown of the correct answers for round number 2, starting with PBS. There are 46 states in the United States of America. Kentucky, Virginia, Pennsylvania, and Massachusetts are commonwealths, not states. Bugs Bunny is not a rabbit, but a hare. Hares have longer ears. And the Declaration of Independence was actually signed on August the 2nd, 1776. And that round tore a lot of people up. That's fine. We just keep it going. Let's see. For the worst villain ever, the scheme to build up a bankroll by collecting fractions of a cent is Superman 3. I am not going to accept Office Space because Office Space stole it from Superman 3, and they said so in the movie. The plot to marry a princess long enough to stage her kidnapping and murder was obviously The Princess Bride. And the third and final villainous act was destroying Toontown to make sure that all the trolley cars shut down. That was Who Framed Roger Rabbit. For the Turner combined movies, you had Denzel Washington and Tom Cruise starring in Training Days of Thunder. You had Mike Robbie and Chip along with Grandpa Fred in My Three Sons of Anarchy. And of course, Helen Fielding coupled with Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry's version of Renee Zellweger would just be nightmarish. Of course, it is Bridget Jones's Diary of a Mad Black Woman. Let's look at the scoring. Oh, good God. Okay. Interesting. I have... Let's see. Okay, there's the sort that I'm looking for. Third place, the Iron Man of Who Needs Sleep, Rob Irvin. Second place, one of the smartest people on the internet prior to this, Ken Kopacki. And first place, a brand new contestant and somebody who gets to wear the crown of smartest person on the internet until Thursday at 8:55 p.m. Central, Knox Blakely. Congratulations to each and every person who played along. There were a total of 27 people who had scoring opportunities in this game. And that's just the folks who got in first, second, or third. Phenomenal job to each and every one of you. Thank you very much for playing along. And remember, tell your friends that this is going on each and every single Monday and Thursday, 9 p.m. Central, which is 10 o'clock Eastern and 7 o'clock Pacific. Thank you very much for watching and playing. My name is Devin Pike. I hope to see all of you again in the chat room. Until then, this is Universal Remote signing off. We love you guys. Be safe.